Where was your voice then, Mr. Gilroy?
I guess I've become woke.
Okay, so why is that?
That's what's happening. Do you know what? Do you know exactly why? It's because of Stephen Jones, right?
Okay.
The Test captain, Murray, shouldn't even get in the team, says Stephen Jones in the London Times this morning. I don't know if you saw the game yesterday, right? But Faf de Klerk played very well. He's the South African scrum half, and he got yellow carded by Jaco Piper. I don't know if you remember Jaco Piper, but he's the referee who yellow carded and didn't actually give a card at all when Ireland were brutalised on several different occasions in the same game by the All Blacks in Dublin. Remember we beat them? Remember we beat the All Blacks in Chicago? Remember that game? And then they came back and they played us in Dublin pretty soon afterwards, and several Irish players left the field. A couple with, certainly one with pretty bad concussion after a flying torpedo hit. A human cannonball did pretty bad damage. No penalty, no yellow card, nothing given by Jaco Piper, who actually had warmed up in front of us, hanging out with he'd done his warm-up with the South Africans. I'm not saying it influenced, with the All Blacks, I'm not saying it influenced them, but it just seemed like he was like, very, I don't know. It was an unusual thing to warm up in the company of the team that you were about to referee. He was the referee last night. He's a South African refereeing the South Africa A team in a match against the Lions. And there was clear head-on-head contact that you could see from Faf de Klerk where he tackles. He goes in with a tackle. No wrap. So no wrap. It's just a yellow because there was no wrap. I can't see any head contact. And you pause if they just had paused with TMO, it's like literally head-on-head. His little tiny head is squashed up against the meat of one of the big Lions' heads. And it was a yellow card. I was like, that's a straight red. That is a straight red. For Stephen Jones, though, he's like, Faf de Klerk is the best player in the world. There's never been anybody like him. Last night, up against Faf de Klerk, the key South African, Murray had a very, very poor game and is now under pressure from Ali Price, the faster, sharper Scotsman for the scrum half position. How could there be such a cavernous contrast between two international rugby players who play the same position? Easy. When one is the incredible de Klerk, there's no one to rival him, not even the present Lions tour captain. Chalk and cheese doesn't remotely cover it. De Klerk is rewriting what scrum halves are capable of, and there has been no one like him in the game for decades. Marvellous maverick, just about covers it. Do France not have like the best player in the world playing at scrum half at the moment? Is there not like whenever anybody's making the best player in the world lists, is the French scrum half, who is a kind of a marvellous maverick? Is that not exactly what Dupont is?
We got to remember that the centre of the rugby universe is in South Africa right now.
Well, it's certainly, or England. Long blonde hair from some other bygone era plays neat dark hair. Explosiveness plays pattern, as the daring and variety of de Klerk trumped the studied and slow efficiency of the 32-year-old Murray. Murray's hair is an issue. Colour of Conor Murray's hair is an issue for Stephen Jones when he's comparing the greatest scrum half that the world has seen in the last 3 decades, apart from Antoine Dupont, who he seems to have forgotten about, versus Conor Murray, who now, well, because Alan Wynne-Jones is back and he can be the captain. So maybe that's why I say no British Open in Ireland. That's what I'm saying.
That's fair. I think that's fair. I rest my case. I want to hit back at that suggestion about Conor Murray's hair, for example, because
Conor Murray's amazing hair.
If you want to take one other sports person who's got similar hair to Conor Murray, who are you picking? You're picking Novak Djokovic.